Hello, babies. Mimzie owes you a book. I know what today is, and you know what today is, but you know what? When I was saving this book, I was a very sick girl, but I've been saving it for you, and it is time. My grandbabies don't mind if I read a book off season. They don't mind at all. Matter of fact, Arwen asked me to read this book 3 days ago, so we're good. So it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I told y'all I wanted to read you my favoriteest Halloween book, and here it is. And you know what I had? I had one of these left, and I was saving it until I read this book. Even though it's a little late, and we don't mind if it's a little late, I'm still going to savor my last one until next fall. Oh, that is so good. Great. You know, these kids today do not know much about Charlie Brown. I show these movies in my classroom, and they don't even know everybody's names. They did not even know that Peppermint Patty was a girl. Well, it is my goal in life to educate the future of America on all things Charlie Brown. Here we go. I just love it. Every fall, the leaves on the trees turn brown and fall off the branches. Pumpkins grow big and plump in their patches. The air grows cooler, and people start to think about their Halloween costumes. And every fall, Linus writes a very important letter. Very important. Dear Great Pumpkin, Linus writes, I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night. I hope you will bring me lots of presents. You know, some kids tell that to Santa Claus, but Linus, he's going to tell the Great Pumpkin. Who are you writing to? Asks Charlie Brown. The Great Pumpkin, Linus replies. On Halloween night, the Great Pumpkin rises out of his pumpkin patch and flies through the air with his bag of toys for all the children. Charlie Brown, this is the first I heard of this, and I'm a children. Linus's sister Lucy isn't happy that Linus is writing to the Great Pumpkin. You'll make me the laughing stock of the neighborhood, she complains. But Charlie Brown's sister Sally doesn't think Linus is crazy. See all those little hearts? Ooh, Sally's got a crush. Sally doesn't think Linus is crazy. She thinks Linus is wonderful. He is her sweet baboo. Just like Fergus was Mimzie's sweet baboo. Wouldn't you like to sit with me in the pumpkin patch on Halloween night and wait for the Great Pumpkin? Linus asked. Sally is thrilled. I'd love to, she tells Linus. I think Linus is appreciative of the minor adoration. Make sure I don't skip a page. Later that day, Charlie Brown has a surprise waiting for him in the mailbox. He's out here doing his happy dance. I got an invitation to a Halloween party, he exclaims. Lucy thinks the invitation must be a mistake. There were 2 lists, she tells Charlie Brown. One to invite and one not to invite. And if that doesn't sound like the most middle school thing I've ever heard in my life. Charlie Brown knows which list he was probably on, but he decides to go to the party anyway. Good for him. Good for you, Charlie Brown. I want you to go. On Halloween night, everyone is planning to go to the party, except Linus. My blockhead brother will be out in the pumpkin patch making his yearly fool of himself, Lucy grumbles. She can't understand why Linus would choose to miss out on all the fun that Halloween has to offer by sitting around in a pumpkin patch. What they don't know is he'll be in the pumpkin patch with a girl. And that is also very middle school. But this is rated G. Everyone puts on their costumes. Lucy is dressed as a witch. Charlie Brown is dressed as a ghost, but no one can tell what he's supposed to be because he has some trouble with his scissors. Do you know, one of my babies went as Charlie Brown with all the hoes one year for trick-or-treat. I think that was Sawyer, and we just cut out a bunch of black circles and hot glued them all over a sheet, and he was Charlie Brown that way. But you know, he was also Charlie Brown, full Charlie Brown with the yellow shirt one year for trick-or-treat. I even bought him a skin-colored swim hat and drew the curly Q across the top so he could be like bald with the curly Q. He wasn't having it. He wouldn't wear that. And then just as a side note, Hartley did something for school one time and we had to make her a pig costume. That was a good time. Okay, so scissor problems. Let's get back to the story. Sally is also dressed as a ghost, and so is Schroeder. They figured out how to use the scissors just fine. Pigpen is dressed as a ghost too. Everyone can tell which ghost he is because a cloud of dust surrounds him. You see, my students didn't know who Pigpen was either. That is a travesty. And I don't know who is raising these children, but it's okay because I'm here. I'm going to fix it all. Snoopy walks by, also dressed in a costume. Who in the world is that? Asked Lucy. He's a World War I flying ace, Charlie Brown explains. Now I've seen everything, Lucy says. Lucy declares that everyone will go trick-or-treating first and then go to the Halloween party. She got a lot of nerve because it's not her party. As they pass by the pumpkin patch, Linus sees them and gets excited, thinking they have come to wait with him. Have you come to sing pumpkin carols with me? He asked. I don't actually know not even one pumpkin carol. I do know that Jingle Bells was a Thanksgiving song, but I digress. You blockhead, Lucy yells at her brother. You're going to miss all the fun, just like last year. Excuse Georgia Belle, she wants to be a part of things. She's so cute. She's kind of orange. She's fall colored. She's a Halloween girl. Don't talk like that, Linus cries. The great pumpkin will come because I am in the most sincere pumpkin patch. Oh, good grief, Lucy exclaims. She marches off with her friends. It looks like no one wants to join Linus in the pumpkin patch to wait for the great pumpkin. Except, what about Sally? Side note, see all these? One year when I was in probably 9th grade, probably too old to be trick-or-treating, my friends and I, we all put sheets on and then put costumes on over the sheet. I had one friend, he had like a hot pink mohawk he put on over his sheet. I remember I had purple sunglasses and a pink Gilligan Island hat. We thought we were so cute. We got candy. We weren't doing bad things, we was just trick-or-treating. Sally is torn. She doesn't want to miss out on all the fun of trick-or-treating and a party, but Linus is her sweet baboon. What should she do? If Sally's asking me, I'm going to say go get the chocolate. We know, Mimzie and the chocolate. Sally runs back to the pumpkin patch. Oh, sweet baboon, your Sally is coming. I'm glad you came back, Linus tells her. You'll see the great pumpkin with your own eyes. Linus is positive the great pumpkin will pick this patch. Why wouldn't he? The great pumpkin chooses the most sincere patch to visit every year. And how could a pumpkin patch be more sincere than this one? Sally hopes Linus is right. Good luck, Sally. I'm just checking the pages. I don't want to miss any page. Meanwhile, the rest of the kids go trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treats, money or eats, they yell at the first door. We used to say trick-or-treat, smell my feet, but this is Texas. I don't know where they are. Everyone compares what they got. I've got 5 pieces of candy, brags Lucy. I got a chocolate bar, exclaims Patty. I got a quarter, says Violet happily. I got a rock, says Charlie Brown sadly. And that happens at every door. All the other kids get wonderful treats like candy gum and popcorn balls, and Charlie Brown gets rocks. Now, me and my friend Michelle, we like rocks. We would not be upset with some of those rocks. I have rocks from all over the place. Lucy decides they have done enough trick-or-treating and it's time to go to the party. After all, everyone has a bag filled to the brim with treats. Everyone except Charlie Brown. He has a bag full of rocks. Sorry, Chuck. I'm sorry for Charlie because he doesn't want the rocks, but really, there's lots of potential with a bag of rocks. On their way to the party, they pass by the pumpkin patch again. The kids laugh at Linus and Sally for waiting there instead of coming to the party. The great pumpkin will be here, Sally yells, defending Linus. After the kids walk by, Sally turns to Linus. All right, where is he? She asks. He'll be here, Linus assures her. I hope so, Sally replies. Think of all the fun we're missing. Ooh, Sally is not happy. And the Halloween party is a lot of fun for everyone except Charlie Brown. At first, Charlie Brown thinks his night is looking up when the other kids ask him to be a model for the jack-o'-lantern. That sounds like a great honor. But then he realizes that being the model means having Violet draw a big pumpkin face on the back of his head. It's okay, Charlie. They thought of you. Meanwhile, in the pumpkin patch, Sally is growing tired of waiting for the great pumpkin. If anyone had told me I'd be waiting in a pumpkin patch on Halloween night, I'd have said they were crazy, she complains. Just then, she and Linus hear a rumbling noise. They see a shadow emerging from the pumpkin patch. "It's the great pumpkin rising up out of the pumpkin patch," Linus yells. He is so excited to see the great pumpkin that he faints. Passes smooth out. But it isn't the great pumpkin after all. It's just the World War I flying ace on his way back from a very important mission. I can see Charlie Brown thinking, dude. Charlie Brown is a smart dog. Linus wakes up and asks Sally what happened. "I was robbed," howls Sally. "Halloween is over and I missed it." She stomps out of the pumpkin patch, leaving Linus all alone to wait for the great pumpkin. Linus falls asleep waiting, and later that night, Lucy comes to bring him home and tuck him into his warm bed. The next day, Charlie Brown tries to make Linus feel better, as a good friend would. "Don't take it too hard that the great pumpkin never showed up," he tells his friends. But Linus doesn't feel let down. "Just wait until next year," he tells Charlie Brown. "I'll find the most sincere pumpkin patch, and I'll sit in that pumpkin patch until the great pumpkin appears." Oh, he's so filled with misillusions. That's my greatest. That's my favorite. I just love it. It's my favorite Halloween show ever of all time. And Mimzie loves it so much, but you know what I'm going to say. Not as much as I love you.